Okay. I'm live.
Even though the best one game of all time is Metal Gear Solid 3.
Young Size here.
Hey.
Still young as ever.
Young Sai, who still hasn't completed Majora's Mask yet. I'm a dishonor to my family. Yeah. It's such a good game. I'm stuck on the last bit of
No one tends to tune in for these early morning streams, even though it's definitely not the early morning. I think that everyone's American and no one's awake at this time.
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. in the US, depending on where you are. That was me. I mean, Majora's Mask is, I don't know if it's better than Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time has some stuff going for it, but it does better than Majora's. Ocarina of Time is more fun to just pick up and play. Like, Majora's Mask you kind of have to be locked in because you got to remember when to save. And, like, you've always got to watch the 3-day cycle, which sort of takes the fun out of it, like, a little bit. Still a fun as shit game, though, like, Zelda's such a consistent series.
I know a little secret.
I want to learn a little secret.
If you cook the bacon first and then use the same pan to cook the eggs,
Get you.
the eggs cook in the bacon grease.
That's a big brain move. That's a big brain move.
Well, I'm a big brain man.
Big brain man. Big brain man.
Big brain man. That's me. That's what they call me.
Well, I actually kind of want to play Cyberpunk 2077. I know it's going to probably be a massive disappointment, but it's still just a game.
I still want to play it.
I'm still interested to see what they do with it. And like, I know I'm not big into board games.
Oh, why did I do that? I don't even need a home.
Like, I'm not super big into board games, but like I heard it's one of the best like tabletop RPGs of all time.
Yeah, and since I've been in a lot of Cyberpunk communities online,
I love Cyberpunk.
Everyone was constantly referencing
Cyberpunk 2077.
Not 77, the original.
Oh, I mean, sorry, yeah, the original film.
And then when there was a video game release and it was the guys that did The Witcher 3, everyone was like, oh shit.
Witcher 3 is a good game.
Yeah.
I've got it on PS4, I played it a bit. It's never been a game The problem is with Witcher 3, I remember thinking, if I get too invested in this, like, my uni work and just everything else will fucking suffer.
Yeah, I guess that's one of those types of games.
It is one of those kinds of games where you pretty much, like, forget all your responsibilities and just solidly play it. I mean, I've been trying to play, like, shorter games recently, but now I've got more time, it's like I've been playing longer ones. I mean, the longest game that I played recently was Red Dead 2, and that took me fucking ages to do. It was pretty good. I'm not, like, I like Rockstar a lot, actually. I'm not, like, I think they have flaws like any other company, but, they do, in terms of AAA games, they do that genre so well.
Yeah.
Red Dead 2 is genuinely a gripping game, like, although it's flawed, like, you still want to play to the end. Like, it's still got enough to hook you, and you still want to discover, like, the next location. And although it does get kind of, like, the plot does get kind of samey at times, the ending is genuinely heartbreaking.
Yeah, I've seen the ending. I think it's pretty good.
I mean, it's better when you've actually been playing it for, like, 30 hours. I mean, it's not like Red Dead 1. The problem is, the thing about Red Dead 1 is that nothing ever really felt optional in that game.
Yeah.
Like, Red Dead 1, like, whenever you went out, like, you always wanted to, like, explore this. Like, Red Dead 2, it's not... You can explore it, but it doesn't really impact the rest of the game for you. I mean, you can beat Red Dead 2 with, like, the 4 or 5 standard weapons just fine, actually.
That's pretty cool. I need to get myself a modern console.
Or get it on PC when Rockstar inevitably release it.
Yeah, I guess so.
There are some really good games on PS4. There's Witcher 3, there's God of War, there's Red Dead 2. The new Hitman's pretty cool, actually. I know they're only like...
Yeah, I've heard good things about them.
If you love Blood Money and you want like a condensed version of that game, they're pretty much that. I played both the first 2 seasons that have been released, and I can't wait for them to do season 3. Because I love... Hitman's one of my favourite... It's probably like... If Metal Gear Solid is number 1 for my favourite stealth games, Hitman's probably 2. Mainly because I haven't played the original Thieves.
The original Thief, I've played the original Thief. I've not played.
I mean the original Thief,
Yeah.
not Thief 2. Thief 2 is better than Thief 1 apparently.
Yeah, I played the original Thief, and I haven't played Thief 2, but the original, in my opinion, it didn't hold up.
There's this guy who I know at uni who's like way older than me. He used to have both on his fucking Windows 98 back in the day.
Oh hell yeah!
And he said Thief 2 is better than the original. He said he said Thief 2 is like, other than the original Half-Life, he said Thief 2 is one of those games when he first played it, it just wowed him. And he said it still has that impact now, actually.
I need to check it out.
I mean, I need to get.
I like the aesthetic.
I think my laptop's shitty, but it's not shitty enough to run a really old game.
Yeah, I think you can do it.
No, because I had a friend who has
It's
a
on
laptop
Steam.
similar to me. I think it is on Steam. It's just my laptop is so slow in terms of the processing speed. I don't
This
think
is game's from like the 90s.
2001.
Well, that's basically the 90s. I think you'll probably be able to run it better.
Well, like Grim Fandango doesn't run on modern PCs.
Yeah, but that's a rare example because Grim Fandango has loads of proprietary software made by Disney.
That's what I'm just gonna get. I mean, I've been meaning to play Grim Fandango for the longest fucking time because Psychonauts is one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
And
How high do you Psychonauts 2, by the way?
I'll believe it when I fucking see it. is my reaction to Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts 1 has this massive cock tease of an ending, which sets up. I think it's kind of like Beyond Good and Evil. Tim Schafer was planning a trilogy of it, or like multiple sequels, and it just never came about. Psychonauts, if you haven't gone out and played it, is one of the most funny original games you could ever possibly play. And the fact that like no one fucking bought it when it came out.
That was good.
Well, you go out and buy it fucking now. It's on Steam. You can get it on Xbox 360 or Xbox One because it plays. You can get a physical copy of it on the Xbox and play it on your 360. If you for some insane reason, if you sold your Xbox 360, you can buy it on Xbox fucking Marketplace. It's on Steam. It's on
No excuse not to play it, basically.
Yeah, it's on fucking PlayStation Network if you're in the US. Even though the PS2 version, which is the version I have, isn't as good as the Xbox or PC version, apparently, it's still a very good port of the fucking game. There is no excuse not to go out and play Psychonauts. I mean, there are a few sort of classic underrated games that I still haven't played and I feel like a piece of shit for not doing. Like Stranger's Roar, the Oddworld game.
Yeah.
Actually, I played that a bit as a kid because there was this Malaysian guy who used to go to my school, and he was like super fucking rich, like insanely rich.
Yeah.
And he used to have like every fucking console from like a certain period he had. Like, he had a Super Nintendo, like from Malaysia, so he got like shit like Chrono Trigger on it.
Yeah.
He had original Xbox, PS2, PS3, and Xbox 360.
Wow. Very good, yeah.
And a GameCube.
I wish I was him.
And Strangers. I used to play Strangers Roar at his place because he had it. And I was familiar with Oddworld because my cousin had Abe's Odyssey on the PlayStation. And I used to just go over there and play that shit when I was in Scotland. And I actually have a copy of Abe's Odyssey, which I've been meaning to play for the longest time, but every single time I play it, I'm always like drunk or like just high or something. And it's like, nah, man, I can't figure this shit out right now. It's too wavy. It's one of those games you've got to be locked in sober for.
Yeah.
Because
It seems like that.
if you fuck up one thing, it sets up like a cock-up cascade, and just everything else goes wrong. Because the first few levels, as a kid, I could do really easily because the security detail isn't that complex. But like once they actually start putting in like 5-man coverage, and they've got eyes in the back of their fucking heads, not literally, but like you actually have to start being careful. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey is not a game for fucking children in terms of the gameplay, because you have to be some little fucking child genius to figure some of it out. You've got to be like that Japanese physicist's son. He's probably beaten it. He's probably beaten that name's Exodus like 1,000 times. You know that kid who went on like fucking Kids Countdown.
No, never heard of him.
Oh, because he's like some fucking insane child genius who can spell like most of the complex words in the dictionary. I bet you some one of his parents is like nerdy enough to have a PlayStation 1 still knocking about, and just gave him all the Oddworld games on it, Odyssey and Exodus, and said beat these, and he did it in like a day.
I mean, it's not that hard to imagine if you're a super genius.
If you're a super genius, like. Also, I've still been playing Persona 4. I need to restart my PS2 though in my house because I had it in my uni place, but I reset it up in my current actual home, and that's going to be fun as fuck because I had to restart everything because Persona 4 was like the first Persona game I played, so I wasn't really familiar with how you did combos and shit, so I completely fucked up all my power levels. So I have to go back and like not be retarded.
What sort of eggs do you do? I think that Scramble.
Scramble is a good idea. I mean, I've heard Persona 3 is better than 4, but Persona 3 costs a fuck ton to buy. It's like 70 quid.
I almost bought a Persona game on PS2.
Get Persona 4 if you're getting a PS2 Persona. Because Persona 1 and 2 aren't available in the UK. They're actually not available outside Japan. In Japan, they were massive hits, but they're not available.
Yeah.
Persona is part of a series called Shin Megami Tensei.
Not that much. I'm enough of a weeb to know about Shin Megami Tensei.
There's loads of the Shin Megami Tensei games are available in the West. There's most of a few of the Personas are available. Lucifer's Call is another game, which is a crossover between like this one horror series, Devil May Cry and Persona.
Right, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's really cheap on Amazon. It's like 12 quid, 15. So you can buy it. Like it's not up there with like a Katamari level of expensive. Yeah. A PS2 game expensive is 40 quid. PS2 and Dreamcast games go for about the same amount. Dreamcast and PS2 are like two of the most fun consoles to collect for. Because Dreamcast, like you can get a lot of the good games because they didn't make that many, and PS2 there's just so many good games, so you get the best of both.
Alright, let's hope this doesn't go too
I'm going to start collecting for Dreamcast soon when I get more space.
Wait, did I just do 3 eggs?
You did 3 eggs. Yeah, I was going to start collecting for Dreamcast as soon as we get more space. Because it's like, I don't really have the storage for the money for it at the moment. But Dreamcast games are fucking small though. They're about the same size as PS1 games. They're the exact same square shape.
I don't think I've ever seen a Dreamcast game in person.
Oh, Sega Dreamcast. I've played some emulated Dreamcast games, and I had a friend at Dreamcast, the same guy I was talking about earlier, who had a fucking Dreamcast as well. As I was saying, he was loaded, so he had like every single console. Also, his mum used to play him as well, because like she was cool as shit.
That's pretty cool.
So like, yeah, she was like sick at Mario. I remember like going over there one time and we were playing Mario Galaxy, because we had a fucking Wii too.
Oh,
yeah, he had like a ridiculous amount of video games. Like, this was legit like his thing, which is to stay inside all day just playing video games. Yeah, and his mom was like just beating Mario Galaxy, like she was doing all this crazy shit.
You know what game's underrated?
What?
Is Mario Sunshine.
Mario Sunshine is underrated, but it's not the best Mario.
It's obviously not the best Mario.
No, like Mario Sunshine is in this weird place of being really criminally underrated and then being super overrated.
It's because it's like it's criminally underrated in a series where some of the games are criminally overrated.
But like my problem with Mario Sunshine, if I could, because I played it a bit when I was younger, is just Mario games are not RPGs. There should not be that level of grinding in a Mario game. Like a Mario game, to me, it kind of goes like a punk song.
Yeah.
You know, it's like big, like to the next level. This is like a fucking prog album.
I do know what you mean, but then again, Galaxy and Galaxy 2.
Like Super Mario World is like a Stooges or like a fucking like Ramones or a Dead Boys album. It just goes boom boom boom.
Yeah. Like
fast as hell. Like Sunshine kind of has that baggy element. You see, 64 for such a long game doesn't feel baggy. Well, it's not that long, but like unless you're trying to 100% it, which I haven't done because I haven't.
Yeah.
I've beaten it once, and I only can't remember how many fucking stars I got because there's 120 to get.
Yeah, I know all about. I know more about
Mario 64.
Mario 64 than you care to stand.
Mario 64 is legit a top 5 thing ever created by humans. The wheel, the wheel, that was a good one. That was a good one. Water, food, sex, and Mario 64, the 5 greatest inventions of humanity. I'm so fucking glad you've finally seen Bedazzled now. It's one of my favourite comedies.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
It's great. It's one of the funniest films I've ever seen.
I think we're going weird over here. Yeah. It's about bacon.
I still fucking love the part where are you telling me every single thing you've ever said has been a lie?
Yeah, yeah.
Including what?
What I just said, everything I ever said has been a lie.
Yeah. I don't know, it's the plea. Not me, Stanley, believe me. The fucking sad thing is like, it actually has like the smartest theological debates in like any movie. Like it actually makes like Satan's fall from heaven like completely understandable.
Yeah.
And like very human. That's probably his greatest thing.
I have no idea how this is gonna go.
It'll probably be fine.
I didn't put a little bit of Worcester and hot sauce in it.
They fucking remade that movie in 2000 and it was a joke.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Well, they have Brendan Fraser in it.
Oh, okay.
But no, like I know Brendan Fraser's awesome and everything, but like this is legit a terrible remake.
Sure it is.
The originals. No, there are some remakes which are as good, if not better, than the original. Actually, not if not better, but like Scarface.
There are remakes there.
Scarface, 1983.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Katsuhiro Otomo's Metropolis is an amazing.
I haven't seen that. I've only seen the original.
It's awesome. We're trying to give like a few more examples. Departed is like a remake as good as the original.
The Thing.
The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of a few others. The Hammer remakes of like all the Universal films.
Yeah, that's true.
That's about it really. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head.
I don't know what's happening to these eggs. This has never happened before. They've turned brown.
You know, it's like a film director whose like career went to shit, and actually like every single time he makes another movie, I actually groan.
Who?
Luc fucking Besson.
I don't even know who that is.
Luc Besson was the guy behind The Fend Nikita, Leon the Professional, The Fifth Element.
Ah. I didn't even know The Fifth Element and Leon were directed by the same person, but that makes a lot of sense.
The problem with The Fifth Element is one, it's a rip-off of Alejandro Jodorowsky and Mobius' The Incal. Massively. In fact, he was Luc Besson originally wanted to make a film of that, but Alejandro Jodorowsky has the intellectual rights to it, so he wouldn't give it to him.
Yeah.
And then he just decided to do something really similar instead. And secondly, even though it's not the most original fucking thing in the world, it is the closest thing we'll ever get to seeing the Incal on screen, which is pretty cool, or like that sort of aesthetic on screen. The only problems I have with The Fifth Element is originally it was supposed to be way longer. The original cut of The Fifth Element is like 5 hours.
I don't know why this is taking so long. I'm so excited.
That's alright.
My arm's getting tired from studying so much. Also, I think I know why it's gone brown, but it's never gone brown before. I think it should be okay. I think it's just bits of bacon that will burn on the pan.
I think it probably is as
So,
well.
I don't think it should be anything weird for the taste. But
Yeah, like the Fifth Element was supposed to be. It looks good, man. Fifth Element was supposed to be a way longer movie. It got cut to ribbons in the editing. That's why when you watch it, it makes no fucking sense.
yeah.
Because it was originally supposed to be like 4 hours.
I mean, I still like it.
I do and don't. It had so much.
I like it as kind of like a.
It had so much fucking potential though to be something more than that because like it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean I imagine so, but.
But like Luc Besson's career has gone to such shit. Like I can't think of a good movie he's directed recently.
I mean, I didn't even know he existed until the start.
Le Femme Nikita is one of the smartest action films of all time. If you want to watch like a great action movie, honestly, it's only like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, it tastes completely fine.
Yeah, you should go out and watch Le Femme Nikita. Honestly, it's one of the coolest films I've ever seen. It's kind of if you like Kill Bill, you should definitely give it a watch. basically. You can sort of see the influence of it. Even though I don't know if Tarantino saw that or the remake of it first, because they made a US remake of it in the early 90s. Shortly after it came out, of Harvey Keitel and I fucking think Juliette Lewis. I can't remember who played that, but yeah, The Femme Nikita is a criminally underrated film.
Right. So here's my problems with this. Firstly, it might be a little spicy.
That's cool.
I hope that's okay.
I like a little spice.
Secondly,
get some ketchup as
it's
well.
a little, yeah, get some ketchup from the fridge.
We should get some juice too.
Yeah, that's a doubly good idea.
Yeah, like Luke's best on his career is a bunch of shit. So it's a shame because the man was a genius at some point. I mean, Leon is one of the coolest films of the 90s. Like, hands down.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, he hasn't really ever made a movie. I think the problem is that when you make a film like Leon, it's kind of hard to top it.
Yeah.
Like, he never really made... I
don't
don't think he ever made something he was genuinely that passionate about since. But also the fact that the guy behind Leon's directing fucking kids films. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, Martin Scorsese did Hugo.
What did you think of Hugo? I just saw it together, didn't you?
I didn't like it as much as a kid. Then when I saw it as an adult, so I appreciate it more. If that makes sense.
I only saw it as a kid and I didn't really...
Like, it kind of about like the history of like silent films and shit. You're not really going to be as into
I
it.
got the references.
Even though like a kid though, you don't really...
It had a reference to a Step to the Moon, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, it does. It references like a bunch of other early silent films as well. I'll put some juice. I mean, David Lynch did a fucking kids movie.
This is true.
The straight side story. That's a movie like you can enjoy. It's a family-friendly romp. From the mind behind Blue Velvet. Blue Velvet, I think, is David Lynch's best film. Actually. Blue Velvet is like his Chinatown. Because Chinatown's a fucking masterpiece. That's one of the great films, which no one really goes on about how great it is. Like in the same way. I put it up there with like Godfather.
Really?
Yeah, it's that good. It's 2 hours, but it's worth watching. I really want to see it on a big screen because I watched it on a big TV, but it's one of those movies that got to see projected. Basically, if you're wondering where things like LA Noire sort of got their aesthetic from, it's kind of like from Chinatown. It's like one of the best LA crime films of all time. Also, the Polish poster of it is cool as hell. Oh, actually, Polish movie posters are cool.
Yeah, they're really cool. I've seen them before.
The Polish poster for Chinatown, and it's the scene where Jack Nicholson gets his nose cut, but like the Polish poster is like a silhouette of that, like black and white line drawing, and then blood,
Right,
like all over the thing. Also, fun fact: the guy cutting his nose is the film director, Roman Polanski.
Cool.
Also, John Huston's in it as well. He's a famous film director from the 1940s. He directed Maltese Falcon, Treasure of Sierra Madre. He's one of the greatest directors of all time. He also used to act as well, so he's in it as like the shady land baron type. Yeah, it's one of the coolest films ever made. The Venture Brothers even fucking parodied it. The other one where you have Hanko, like when he's a detective and shit, and he finds out he's been fucking his mother the entire time. That's legit a thing from. That's like the whole like reveal scene, not all the black and white sequences, are like a parody of Chinatown. Venture Brothers is like the greatest thing adult swim have ever done.
Yeah, I agree.
If I was doing like a top 5 adult swim shows, I would go Venture Brothers. Venture Brothers is the show that Rick and Morty wants to be. But fails miserably at fucking being. I think Rick and Morty is better for you if you genuinely haven't seen the Venture Brothers.
And if you're like,
The thing is, like, I like Rick and Morty season 1.
yeah, so do I don't think it's necessarily a bad show until the last season.
Look, I'm sort of interested to see what they do with season 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna fucking watch it as well, but like season 3 really pissed me off because I just hate the way they keep changing up the fucking characters. Also, the one character you shouldn't see like being vulnerable in any way is Rick.
I don't know about that.
But not, I mean, the whole bit where he tries to kill himself, yeah, but I mean,
That scene is so fucking cheesy. It's so corny.
I think
can't believe they went with that idea.
I think the problem is legit the new writers writing stuff they hired. It's not even because they're women. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, some of the older episodes are written by fucking women. I don't care. It's more just the fact that they don't get the fuck what made season 1. I know they couldn't have run with, like, the new adventure of the week style format. But shitty writing is shitty writing regardless of the gender. As far as I'm concerned. You know, if a fucking bonobo wrote the script of like Rick and Morty season 3, like, that'd still be shitty writing.
Well, it would be done by a bonobo though, so I'd be like, that's pretty
A super intelligent, what's that fucking ape from Marvel called? You know the one, Mandrill, like a Mandrill style like level intelligent bonobo, with like with a cigarette and like a cup of coffee and a typewriter.
And he just comes up with the script of Rick and Morty season 3. Oh hell yeah! I love this scenario. I don't know what we were talking about beforehand, but I'm glad we're talking about this now.
Bonobo, man, they're gonna overtake writers. So we'll be getting the bonobo version of the complete works of Shakespeare.
What's your opinion on this food?
It was so fucking good, man. I'm just doing breakfast.
Is it too spicy?
No, it's good. I like the flavors. It's flavorful.
I'm glad that's the case. Oh shit, you want to guess how many comments we've had?
What?
You want to guess how many comments we've had?
How many? None.
No.
I think if Rick and Morty stopped trying to like be the Venture Brothers or Futurama in the later seasons, it would be a better show. I also think Dan Harmon is one of those guys who gets so far up his own arse. That's my main problem with a lot of his stuff. Because on the one hand, right, he is a fucking good writer. He wrote Community, which is funny as hell.
You know, I tried watching Community. I didn't like it that much.
How many episodes of it did you watch?
I think I watched half of the first season.
The first season isn't as good as the rest of it, that's the thing. Community is one of those shows where the season where Dan Harmon stops working on it is fucking dreadful. And then the first season is alright. I think the problem is with shows like that, the thing about stuff like Community and Archer is it's super character based. And it's also like super reliant on running gags. So it's kind of hard, like you can't really, you have to show people, you know, when it's like early as possible, you know?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with It's Always Sunny to like a lesser extent. Because I remember showing it to someone, and I think I remember putting on an episode with like Rickety Crickets in it.
Oh yeah.
And then I
like his whole backstory.
Yeah, and then we've got to go back and watch season 2 when he first turns up, and you need to see like how the gang just fucking destroys his life.
It's so fucking funny. It has no right to be as funny as it is.
It's all, the fact that it's been funny for 13 fucking seasons.
I don't really like the new season.
I thought it was the gang. The Time's Up one is a fucking classic. You know, the one where they got about like anti-sexual harassment retreat.
Oh yeah.
But that's one of the best episodes they've written. Actually, that is a genuine Seinfeld classic. I think season 14 is going to be better. Because the guy who plays Dennis is going to be actually down for all of it. I think not having Dennis as much this season hurts that show because he's a big part of why it's so funny.
I agree.
I mean, he's my second favourite character just because he's so awful. I mean, Frank is everyone's favourite character.
That's not my favorite character.
Why not? He's fucking hilarious.
It is very funny.
I mean, yeah, the whole fucking I think my top 5 It's Always Sunny episodes are the water park one.
Oh, the wall park one's pretty good.
I still fucking love the bit where it's like I've got AIDS, there's the needle AIDS, there's the vagina AIDS, and I got the vagina AIDS.
Yeah, that's very fucking cool.
Or the thunder gun slide, and he's got the little water bottle. And he's fucking.
Well, I need to hit that rate.
You gotta have the Nightman comic up in there.
Yeah, of course. Alright, here's some of him. Let me put out some of mine. Alright. Nightman Cometh is
Obviously.
But then I'm gonna have to go with
Mac and Charlie Guy is great, two-parter.
that's a good one.
The wrestling one.
If I was to pick mine, I think it would I really like Charlie McDennis.
Which one
The
though?
first one.
The first one, both of them are funny.
I like the first one much more than the second one.
The second one when they're doing the sword trap reveal though is fucking funny. I think they're both good, but I'm
The one, the Die Hard parody one.
Oh, is that the one where like he has to fucking follow Charlie's like directions?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The map and the McCalls have them.
Then it's written by fucking Charlie, so obviously no one could read it.
Yeah. And it turns out that it's just like a nonsense anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking Charlie.
Um,
Christmas special?
and you know what? There's a two-parter.
The Christmas special is one of the best ones they've done. Where he comes out naked from the couch. Have you not seen that one?
I think I've seen every episode, so
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't remember it.
It's the one where they're sick of Frank just constantly buying awesome gifts for himself.
This
Yeah.
is familiar.
And the guy who's like the other Lebowski and the big Lebowski is like his old business partner who he like fucked over. And like, they go to like find him and like try and get him to give Frank like some Christmas Carol style turnaround.
Oh, the guy joins Mac and Dennis join the mob? No, it's just Mac joins the mob.
Yeah, that one's fucking
That one's
funny.
fucking hilarious.
Well, the one where Thunder Gun.
Oh, the two-parter is the high school reunion one.
Yeah, oh that
That
is
one's
fucking
hilarious.
awful.
Golden Gun.
Yeah.
Golden Gun. I said Golden Gun. You don't play too much Golden Gun.
Oh, that one's fucking funny. I love that episode. Those episodes as well. There's loads of good ones though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I like season 13. I feel it wasn't as complete as the other seasons, but it's not like a Simpsons like decline.
I don't know why, but I really didn't like any of the episodes in the new season.
I fucking love the Times Up one.
I mean, that was probably the best one.
That's the best one. I think there was like one other one that I thought was pretty good, but I think it's because I honestly think it'll be better season 14, or like they'll probably wrap it up in a couple of years anyway.
I don't think that's true.
If,
No, I don't think that's true. It's FX's cash cow. They have no other popular shows except that, which is ridiculous.
they've got Archer.
Oh, they have Archer, but Archer's nowhere near as popular as Always Sunny.
Archer's pretty fucking
Archer's
popular.
like a cult classic.
Yeah, but like it's Archer's one of those shows which sells a shit ton of merchandise.
Oh, yeah.
How many fucking like Danger Zone
but
t-shirts
I think you do more
and
than
ISIS
that's
cuffing
very
ropes
true.
like do they fucking
ISIS
sell?
coffee run,
Yeah. Well, from the
Yeah,
spiders.
yeah, obviously.
You know, like also just like it's so fucking richly quotable. You just end up
Yeah.
finding it on like a t-shirt somewhere. 'Cause
But I don't think it's anywhere near as popular as Always Sunny. I think Always Sunny.
I think it's as funny as Always Sunny.
Yeah, I agree with you, but
It's a
I
different
think
kind of
it's-
humor.
yeah.
though.
And it's like it's a cartoon. I think it's a little more, slightly more niche.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, some of the fucking like the one where he's like a dinosaur for the entire episode.
it does pay.
It's just fucking funny.
Okay.
Also, all the references are incredibly niche. Like every single thing, like they make a point to, is just really
Yeah.
fucking niche. I still love how it's like a show like that can like reference like 19th century obscure French literature, and it's fucking hilarious. I haven't seen season 10 yet. I hope it ends because it's kind of like the last two seasons were good, but they weren't as good as what came before. I sort of like though how Adam Reed's experimenting with it compared to like keeping it like a case of the week type of show.
Yeah. Alright, that's the real question.
Yeah.
Top 5 Star Trek Next Generation episodes.
Oh god, I can't remember the top 5 off the top of my head.
Or just some of your favorites.
I'm just remember the titles, to be honest with you.
Or just describe
The finale.
Oh yeah, all good things.
All good things.
Both parts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Obviously that's fucking incredible.
the one where fucking Picard goes back to like his village in France.
That's the same episode.
No, it's a different one where he goes back and he sees like another version of himself and shit. Or like he goes back to find himself when he was younger.
Oh yeah. That's an earlier one.
That's a cool episode. I'm just trying. It's been ages since I did a big deep dive in it, so I haven't watched that much of it since I was a kid, to be honest. Just trying to think of three fucking more. The first Borg saga.
Oh yeah. You gotta have something with Q.
I think there's one episode of a minute that I'm just trying to remember. What's the?
Is it the one where they meet him for the first time?
I think they've met him already, but like he's still fucking with them, or he's still fucking with Picard. What's the one where he transforms into Picard for like most of the episode?
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
I'm just trying. I mean, maybe
Do they go to a medieval battlefield or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. I'm just trying
that's in season 6.
I'm just trying to remember the last fucking episode of Star Trek Next Gen. Oh, the one where like Worf's family comes.
I really don't. I think that's one of the worst episodes.
It's just because it's so suitably shit.
It is adorable.
That's not like in terms of like a genuinely good episode. I'm sure there's like one that's kind of centered around Data.
Oh yeah, Data's Day.
Yeah, that one. That's really good.
I like that one as well.
I mean, my favorite character in the whole thing is probably like actually, my least favorite.
You can't pick one.
My least favorite character is Wesley Crusher. I think
I agree. I mean, as a kid, I liked him, but that's why.
Even as a kid, I found him fucking annoying. Like,
it doesn't
help that like it's a whiny prick as well.
That's true.
Like,
there's one singular good Wesley episode. When he has to do the entry test to get into Starfleet, and the only reason it's good is because he meets this alien.
I fucking remember this one.
This blue guy,
yeah,
like a weird mouth thing, and he becomes friends with this alien. The episode itself is actually pretty decent, but then later on, like 2 seasons later, he's working on the Enterprise, and he's working at the transport base.
Yeah,
and then one of those aliens comes aboard, and he's like, "Oh hey, Darmok," or whatever his fucking name is. Hey, how come you're here? You're not supposed to graduate Starfleet for another 2 years. And he's like, I'm not Jarlock, I'm Garlock. I've never met you before. And it's just funny watching Wesley Crusher be accidentally racist. Because he thinks everyone from that species looks the same.
I mean,
terrible.
Fuck it.
It's great.
I mean, my favorite character in Star Trek Next Gen is Riker. The Riker maneuver, man, that's the only way you can sit down.
It's true. You know why he does that?
Because the costume's really tight?
No, he has a really bad. He used to be a professional footballer or semi-professional footballer.
Oh, that makes sense.
And or football player like American.
Yeah.
And he injured his lower back.
Oh, so he's got to sit down like that.
Yeah. So if he bends,
he still like does the
coolest.
He looks sick. The fucking Riker maneuver is cool and shit. Star Trek Next Gen didn't get classic until Riker grows the beard.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I still like it before.
I still like it before. Like when he grows
that's when
he grows that fucking like he's one of the few people on Earth who looks cool with a goatee.
Yeah.
Him, like Johnny Depp, and like 6 other people.
Yeah.
Are like the only people who look cool with like that.
There's only one person that looks cool with a goatee, and it's Guy Fieri.
He looks shit but cool. Like Johnny Depp looks genuinely cool with one. Like Riker from Star Trek looks cool, but like fucking Guy Fieri is still rocking like the smash mouth.
Oh,
and it's bad. He's still got the frosted tips.
It's so bad. Why?
Batman, it takes serious balls to like rock frosted tips in like 2019.
It's coming back around though. He's gonna be a fashion icon in a few years.
He is a fashion icon. I mean, fuck Bobby Flay. Like Bobby Flay is shit in comparison to Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri. Bobby Flay loses on his own shows.
You know, like those.
Guy Fieri wins.
You know those like high fashion catwalks.
Yeah, they're gonna look
like
to Guy Fieri.
horticulture.
Yeah, I get it.
Like the ones that They're not made to actually be worn in public. It's like art. That's
Yeah, it's like in France.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Guy Fieri's gonna go to.
I want to make one of those brands.
But it's
my
just Guy
entire
Fieri.
collection is based on Guy Fieri clothes. But it's
But he like wears the same 3 outfits.
Exactly.
That's the
So,
thing.
so I base everything on that.
It's
but
like
then I go
jeans,
into, like, crazy.
like combat shorts, a flame shirt,
yeah.
or like a fucking
The fucking sunglasses that are like orange. Okay, that's what they're called, right?
yeah. Or I mean, he's just fucking funny, man.
I want to base an entire haute couture
There's cult personality around him.
fashion content, fashion.
It's the cult of Flavor Town. The Flavor Town.
Yeah. That'd be so cool.
Guy Fieri's Stoned is legit a cosmic experience. Like when you watch one of his shows, Stoned, like Diners, Drivers and Dives especially, you see like he is doing mentality projects come to life. I can't really think of a show that is that shit but amazing at the same time. Because my favourite thing about Guy Fieri is how he never offers you any constructive criticism on your food. It's just that if he eats it, he likes it.
Yeah. He just loves food. I guess.
Who would win in like a fight to the death, him or Gordon Ramsay?
Gordon Ramsay fucking. He got fit. Have you seen him?
Yeah,
He works out loads.
that's because he probably eats a shit ton.
Yeah, but I guess as a chef, you have to work out loads because you have to be constantly eating.
True.
Food and
Yeah,
stuff.
like he probably eats a shit ton. So Gordon Ramsay's a fucking legend as well, to be fair.
To be doubly fair though, some of his cooking is a bit dodgy.
Oh, so his cooking's a bit
like,
dodgy.
he's definitely an overrated cook. He's not as overrated as Jamie Oliver, but
But like, he actually has Michelin stars.
that's true.
Like Gordon Ramsay's like a world-renowned chef.
Yeah, but I
But
think
like, not every single
some
thing he
of
does
his
is.
decisions are weird. Like, did you see that burger he made because he got like 3 million subscribers? Or something?
Yeah, I did. It's
Like, to me, that burger looked really bad. He burned the fucking mushroom. So bad. Did you see that shit?
he's probably gonna shout at himself.
But he doesn't. He's like, delicious.
Have you ever seen that fucking meme where it's like, imagine how nervous Gordon Ramsay's wife gets when he's about to like eat up pussy?
Apparently, he's a really nice guy. Like,
Yeah, I've heard that too. Apparently he's nothing like how he is on shows. I saw live stream. Oh, it's ended stream.
no, I'm still live streaming.
What?
I've been live streaming the whole time.
That's hilarious. And there was comments.
Not a single person has joined. There's gonna be an obscure deep dive into the